Hello, Aries risings. I already shuffled the cards, and what I'm gonna do is cut them in front of you because sometimes it takes a while for me to do that, to shuffle the cards. So hopefully you guys can hear me um, clearly. Let me know if you can't, okay? But yes, this is going to be the Astro Tarot for Aries. Um, Risings for August 2018. I'll have a card for each house. It's the Astro Tarot. And it represents all 12 houses and represents 12 sectors of your life. I'll have a card that represents each house for the month of August so you get to understand how the month of August may lay out for you. Now, this may resonate with folks, this may not resonate. Just take what you can and go with it. It's very important when you do this type of stuff, you kind of go from within, okay? So I'm going to cut these cards. I usually cut the cards once for Aries because they do represent the first sign. And now let's look. So the overall energy for Aries is the Six of Cups. First house, Three of Cups. Sweet. Second house, Four of Wands. I don't do reversals, just so you know that. Oh, nice. Third house, Ten of. Okay, Aries, I see you. Fourth house, this is Knight of Pentacles, just so you guys can see. Fifth house, Ace of Cups. You guys got some beautiful ass cards. Oh my God. Sixth house, Two of Pentacles. Seventh house. Y'all see that? Let me make sure you guys can see. Sorry. Seventh house, Six of Wands. Eighth house, Nine of Wands. Ninth house, Empress, sweet. 10th house, Page of Pentacles. 11th house, King of Pentacles. 12th house, Seven of Pentacles. So Aries risings, y'all are running into some money, huh? That's what it looks like. So what I'm going to do too to make it even more astro, because at the end of the day I am an astrologer more than anything, I'm going to mention the different planets that's going to be kind of, connected with these cards. So since you are an Aries risings, Aries is in the first house. So I'm just going to kind of allocate which house it will be for you. So Mercury is going to be in your fifth. Venus is in, oh, actually, this is your sixth. Venus is going to be in your sixth. Mars is in Aquarius, so that's your 11th. Jupiter is in Scorpio, 8th. Saturn's in Capricorn, 10th. Uranus is in Taurus, your second house. Neptune is in Pisces, your 12th. Pluto is in Capricorn, also your 10th. And then the moon. So I'm going to make the moon because it's really, really important for August. I'm going to make the moon with the sun because that's the major eclipse. That's we're going to have a new moon. So I should have wrote the sun. I swore I did. Apparently I didn't write sun, so sorry about that. But it's going to be in between Leo and Virgo. So I'll put the moon right here, girl, when we have the actual solar eclipse. All right? I swore I wrote the sun, and I don't know why I lost my paper, but sorry about that. Anyways, let's get this started. So Aries risings, right? You have the Six of Cups. So it looks like that you're contemplating. This is usually the Six of Cups is usually the soulmate card. And so I really don't think that you're contemplating and thinking about your soulmate. I personally think that you're thinking about other karmic things, other things that you are socially binded with. Typically or mostly I see pentacles in your around here, so it looks like that you're going to be very focused on getting that coin. But beyond just getting that coin, learning your lessons on practicality and funds and money in your career in general, okay? And so I feel like you're definitely going to be contemplating on that energy. I feel like, yes, it's a soulmate energy, but soulmate when it comes to money, soulmate when it comes to practicality. So not your literal like romantic soulmate. I don't feel like it's going to be a romantic soulmate month for you, okay? So let's start this up. First house. The first house is kind of like an overall energy as well, but it does represent your appearance, your first impressions, how you're looking. And so right here, you're celebrating. Three of Cups represents celebration. Okay? These are like the little bells that jingle. So you are celebrating something, something that's giving you emotional fulfillment. You are happy, you are joyful. Something wonderful has happened for you in August. Could have happened to you late July. Probably went through a major breakthrough during these past two eclipses, eclipses. I don't know, but you probably went through a major breakthrough within these eclipses, and it really kind of opened your eyes to something, and it was you were able to get uh, some emotional fulfillment for it. So you're literally celebrating right now for August, which is lovely. This is like one of the best cards in tarot. This and Four of Wands, and you got the Four of Wands in the next sector too. So I really feel like you guys definitely had some made some money moves that was to your favor for August. So that is really exciting, guys. I'm very happy for you, Aries risings. You have the again Four of Wands, another celebration card. So this in your second house though. And so your second house represents, excuse me, your second house represents money, your self-worth. So your self-worth meaning like you realizing that you are worthy, you realizing that not everyone that just because someone sees you a certain way or deems you worthy a certain way doesn't mean that you are that worthy. Like you don't equate what other people think as your worth. This is like self-worth. This is you building your own self up. So because this is also related to money, it kind of represents you building your money up by yourself. So you probably went through a situation where you had an entrepreneurial way of thinking or style that was able to give you some money. Now Uranus is in your second house right now, so this is like a random sudden event where all of a sudden you just got some cash for you. Eighth house is usually reminiscent of inheritance and winning the lottery or something like that. But I kind of am sensing this happen to you. It's going to be something like the lottery in which you just randomly get a bunch of money in your hands, and now you're taking advantage of it and you're celebrating it. You're going to be most likely this either you sorry either you use your creativity to get this money, or now that you have this money, you're feeling like you'll be able to use your creativity to the fullest. And so you're nesting your ideas, trying to figure things out, and taking advantage of your opportunity that randomly happened to you. So that's dope. I'm very excited for y'all. More money moves. 10 of Pentacles, Aries. What the fuck is going on? What type of money did you get yourself? Like, let me know how you did it, okay? Aries risings. Oh my God. 10 of Pentacles for the third house. Now, the third house represents communication, community, siblings, even. So you may have gotten your money or gotten the material thing worth that you have in August from your sibling, or something in which you were like working within your community and you were able to get this chest of gold. Now, even if it's not money, which I really think it is in this case, even if it's not money, it could be something that you feel like is even better than gold. You know what I mean? So it could be anything that you deem worthy. But the thing is, you communicated right in the right way to able to give you this 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so you're really fulfilled financially and you use your communication to do it. This also can be a situation in which you're communicating to people that, hey, I got some money, y'all. So that can be it too. But you got a lot of money cards here. Another one, Knight of Pentacles, right? And so the Knight of Pentacles is an interesting card, especially to have it in the fourth house. This is now seeing these pairs is making me think of something, but I'll get into that later. Having a Knight of Pentacles means that this is a young but skillful person probably that like just went through their Saturn return or going through their Saturn return around that age, you know, like late 20s, early 30s, maybe even in the 40s. Um, they're very knowledgeable. They understand. They kind of went through certain things, so they're not the Page of Pentacles. They're not like young-minded. They're mature but young, right? They understand that money can come in slow, and it might take a while, but the longer you wait and the harder that you work, the bigger the abundance is, the bigger the prosperity is, right? And so, this being in your fourth house, you know, this communication of getting all this abundance, right? You may be kind to, I can see two things. You could be either trying to school your family on this, on like how you got this money, and trying to make them understand that it takes a while, you have to work at it, you know. You can't just get my money. Like, you get your own money and I'll teach you. You know what I mean? Kind of like the thing, like, I have to teach a man how to fish, not just give him fish. You know what I mean? Um, so it might be that, but I also can see that you are communicating that you have the money, but you might be doing it slowly. You know what I mean? Particularly when it comes to your family. You're not really wanting to speak and tell your family um, that much. Like, you just kind of want to ease the information into them. You may want to keep, or even like you keep your ideas on how you got money secret. So yeah, you might be telling and flossing people that you got this cash, but how you got it, you're keeping it to yourself. You're keeping it very private. You're even keeping it from your family. You know what I mean? Um, this shows too that you're being more practical and mature with your emotions, and you're receiving some growth. No, you may not be the most mature when it comes to your emotions, the most practical, but you are definitely improving, and it's something that is actively happening in your life, okay? Ace of Cups for the fifth house. So, this is a beautiful card, a new emotional beginning in the fifth house. Fifth house represents creativity, self-expression, and things that you literally create yourself. It was also the house of fun, the house of children. So could be possible that you might be having a child and on the way. So be careful, Aries risings. Okay, that's number one. But also, you just have a new emotional beginning that is bringing you absolute happiness when it comes to your creativity. You may have a new idea that's working. And remember how I said earlier that, you know, you have all this money now, right? Now you're going to be able to express, um, you know, kind of go, not express, but even go after the creative ideas that you have. So, you know, this is kind of can express that too, that you have this emotional new beginning. You're finally able to use your money to get um to like you kind of go after your creative dreams. You get what I'm saying? Another thing too, Ace of Cups in the fifth house. Fifth house is the house of dating. You might be dating someone, a new beginning in love, right? So there's that, or you're newly single, or you're newly in a relationship. It's just definitely new beginnings when it comes to love. But the thing is lovely is that whether you're newly in a relationship or newly single, you're happy about it. You know what I mean? Or even if you like, it could be too that you're finally happy that you're single. You get what I'm saying? Um, yeah, this is a lovely card to have in the fifth house. Definitely, I can see you having new ideas and ready to attack them, especially with Mercury here. Mercury's in Leo, and your fifth house. So definitely, you even though Mercury is retrograde, um, the new ideas that you have while Mercury is retrograding, you are literally reflecting on them, fleshing them out, making sure it makes sense, making sure it sounds good, making sure it's the creative it can be. You get what I'm saying? Um, and the thing is, with Moon here and the Sun opposite of it in your 11th house, you know, you're really reflecting on, you know, and thinking about reflecting and just being introspective when it comes to your own creativity, your personal creativity. Okay, so It's really dope energy to have. You have your month is looking bomb, guys. It really is. This is probably the maybe second worst card. It's not even like a bad card like that either. It's the Two of Pentacles, right? So Two of Pentacles is a little tricky when it's Earth energies involved. Especially this is a Virgo house. It was an Earth house, an Earth card, But but this is actually, I could see this happening in a more happier sense. You're basically you know you're juggling different ideas on like how you should handle your routine. Again, you probably ran into some money, got into this great opportunity, and now you have to switch up your life. And so you're juggling whether should I do this, should I do that? What's more practical? Should I like, it could be anything. Like, should I like go to the post office every Thursdays now instead of Tuesdays? Should I or it could be that you have two jobs that you're going after, or two creative ideas or projects that you can go after. You're trying to figure out which one's best. But it's all about being practical and trying to change. And it's going to be something that's going to change your everyday life, your everyday task, your routine. You get what I'm saying? So you're really juggling, trying to figure out, okay, which would be the best option? How should I handle this? What should I do? With Venus in Virgo too, in your sixth house, you know, I see this as you definitely, first of all, if you're juggling, if it's you, it's not if, I'm very confident. When you're juggling different ideas on how you should handle your routine, or something that changes your everyday routine life, and you're trying to figure out which one's best, it's a happy problem. You get what I'm saying? Like, you are happily you're happily trying to change your life. You're happy that, like, the reason why this is happening is because something great has happened. You get what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, you might have a problem, but it's a happy problem. It's a good problem. It's a problem because it's something that's a change. It's a change that happened in your life that's causing happiness. Okay, so it's dope. Another thing too is that you can be juggling your desires. You could be figuring out, like, okay, do I really want this? Do I really want the thing that I've been thinking about, thinking that I wanted? Like, what should I do? You know what I mean? Something new and different's gonna happen in your life for sure, and you're just trying to figure out, like, is that what I really want? You know, um, because this Venus represents relationships too. Because you can also be trying to figure out if you should be going after a certain relationship or not, or handling a situation within a relationship in a different way. And this could be a romantic or platonic relationship, okay? Speaking of relationships, seventh house has the Six of Wands. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So the Six of Wands, hold on one second, y'all. Sorry, I'm just so coffee. My allergies have been acting up so bad. Sorry, guys. So the Six of Wands, right? It is a hold on, I'm sorry. One second, y'all. So sorry, guys. um yeah, I was like, I needed to get some water because I was just coughing up a storm, okay? But anywho, Six of Wands, right? You see the card, it's in the seventh house, but you see the card and it's like a crown, right? So it's you kind of being in your glory. I think the Raider White right card, Raider White, Raider. Rider Waite. Wow, I'm slow. Rider Waite card. It's someone that's coming back home from victory, and so you feel very accomplished. You feel very regal. You feel like you deserve. You feel very deserving within the relationship. Okay, so you again connected to your fifth house. You may be in a relationship or got into a relationship and you're feeling really good about it, like you accomplished something like that. I got the person that I wanted. This person is good for me. Or I'm in a situation within a relationship and I feel accomplished, okay? Now again, this could be romantic or platonic, but it's looking more romantic with me. I don't know. I have Juno in the first in Pisces, so it could be just me being a hopeless romantic on the low. But something to consider, okay? Now, you have Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands in Jupiter. So this is funny because in Rider Waite. God, I can't say that right. The Rider Waite card. It's the Nine of Wands is like a person kind of like defending themselves. You know what I mean? They have all their nine wands up and they're on defense and they're preparing for work. They're preparing for a fight, kind of. You know what I mean? Or preparing to use defense. That's the best way to say it. Not even for a fight in particular. But in this card, you notice that you can see kind of how they're preparing to like guard themselves, but he looks like he's in jail. Like he looks like he's kind of stuck. So I feel like, with the eighth house meaning shared income, meaning emotional intimacy, meaning sex, meaning death and transformation, right? It's saying don't be careful when it comes to defending yourself, because you might defend yourself so bad that you isolate yourself and institutionalize yourself, right? And you might put yourself in your own emotional or energetic jail. And then you can't go through the transformation. You can't get the shared income. You can't get the intimacy. You can't do the rebirth because you're stuck. You got yourself stuck in here, right? And with Jupiter being here, especially Jupiter's direct, it not Jupiter is not about all about good luck and prosperity. It's general abundance, okay? So with it being general abundance, it could abundance is not like prosperity. Prosperity is a positive word. Abundance is neutral. So it could be abundance of shit. It could be abundance of flowers. It depends, right? And so with that being said, be careful with when it comes to defending yourself. You might defend yourself and lose an opportunity in love, lose an opportunity in emotional abundance, lose an opportunity of emotionally binding relationship, lose an opportunity with shared love and shared worth. Okay, so be very, very careful, Aries risings. Okay. You also have, oopsie, this Pluto should be over here. Sorry about that. You also have the Empress card in the ninth house, which is pretty cool. Um, Now, the Empress card is about creation and love and looking fly. And with Jupiter being in the eighth house, too, I feel like, you know, if you notice between her bosom, she has the Venus sign, right, or the woman sign, and so Empress definitely has like a love vibe, a relationship vibe, and so the ninth house represents philosophies. Now Jupiter is connected with the ninth house, so you see the energies are kind of exchanged a bit because eighth house does represent emotional intimacy. So what's interesting about this is that I feel like within this month, you're definitely going to learn more about love, learn more about just not loving another person, but self love too. Learning to appreciate your creativity, learn to appreciate your femininity, whether you're masculine or feminine energy, because we're supposed to have both, okay? So even if you are like 90% masculine, 10% feminine, that 10% feminine, you're supposed to appreciate that. You're supposed to appreciate all of you, okay? So you're kind of understanding, like maybe researching different philosophies, or just kind of accepting your own and kind of relishing in your own philosophies, and uh, learning to love the feminine side within you, learning to love the loving side of you, the part of you that accepts relationships. You know what I mean? So I'm sorry, there's a squirrel crawling down this tree. I don't know if you heard the little scratch noises. He looks so cute, and I wish I could show you, but I'll definitely be like Blair Witch and mess up the camera. So, um, so yeah. Um, well, this is interesting, right? Your 10th house is in Capricorn, Page of Pentacles, and you have Saturn, which is another like Capricorn card. Page of Pentacles is very Earth. It could be kind of like a young Capricorn, if you will, right? So there's a young energy, or maybe the young energy within you has the keys to make money. They might be a little bit foolish, they might lollygag a bit, but they're smart and they're very practical. But the thing is that you may have to like reel them in a little bit because again they're the Page of Pentacles. They have a young spirit, but you may have to redirect that energy, whether it was within somebody or within you. But there's definitely a newness of kind of a newness within that energy, and that energy definitely has the keys to to basically money and financial success. The thing is though, what is interesting is connected to the 10th house. The 10th house is status, reputation, and career. So a change in career could cause this. Possibly, this person has the key to status and recognition for you to get money. You know what I mean? Maybe it's even telling you to have a younger spirit when it comes to and a fun spirit when it comes to your status and recognition, but to also be practical too and not foolish. But whatever this is, it's not only giving you a great transformation, it's learning you major life lessons with Saturn and Pluto in your 10th house. You know what I mean? It's giving you major life lessons. And you may even feel a bit restricted. But the thing is that the thing is, as a person that went through their Saturn return recently, the thing is about Saturn energy is that it's trying to tell you to, if listen to this, if you're feeling restricted with Saturn, that means you're doing things wrong. You have to submit to Saturn. You have to, or if you don't want to submit to Saturn, you have to understand Saturn because it's trying to guide you the right way, and it's going to make things hard for you until you get it. So if it feels really restrictive, if it feels really difficult, that means you're doing it wrong. And the thing is, since Saturn and Pluto is in the same sign, once you start doing things the right way, you will get that wonderful transformation, that wonderful rebirth that you deserve when it comes to your status and recognition and career. Okay? The energy is doubled for you because, again, Capricorn rules Saturn. So, the energy is like definitely like super duper strong for you. Um, and so like it's really gonna change like Saturn returns change everyone's career, but it's definitely gonna change your career for sure. You know what I mean? Um, because it's just all like Capricorn energy involved. But like if it's not a young person that's gonna help you, it's telling you to kind of get into your inner child, but make sure you're practical because your inner child may have the keys to your success, the recognition that you deserve. Okay. Now, yeah, the King of Pentacles. So this is interesting after me saying all of that, right? They have the King of Pentacles for your 11th house. So it may be someone within your group, someone within your network, one of your friends, one of your acquaintances, anyone in your network in general that may be able to bring you to the recognition that you want, may be able to bring you the money that you need. Maybe this older person, this older pentacle energy, this earth energy person was able to hook you up with the money that you had. Um, so, first of all, the first thing I would like to say is definitely give them, if that's the case, definitely give them a thank you if you haven't already. Let them see that you appreciate them. But with Mars retrograding, right? If this person in your network hooked you up, just know that if they're kind of like being laid back and chilling and not taking action, it's because Mars is retrograde right now in Aquarius. So at this moment, this Earth person is thinking of a whole bunch of different ways on how to make the next step and they're reflecting and thinking on how to, uh, where to put their drive, how to move forward. And so, because it's like retrograde, they're holding back. So just be wary of that. But even if it's not someone's, like one particular person within your circle, it may be your group of friends in general are just not taking action. They may not seem motivated, and that's good because Mars is retrograde. People are supposed to be reflecting, but I feel like it's definitely older, mature energy because it's King of Pentacles, right? It's older, mature energy that knows how money works, that knows how career works, that know how practicality in the business world works, and so they know they need to chill at this moment, and be reflective. Okay. Lastly, you have Seven of Pentacles for your 12th house. And you have Neptune here too. Okay? So, with this energy, you kind of seeing these steps of growing this beautiful flower, right? Um, and there's like dirt around and all that stuff. And so, with the Seven of Pentacles, it's telling you that you may be feeling a little bit weird right now because Neptune's in Pisces, and that's Neptune's home. Um, and so the energies are very, very all over the place. Because think about it, Pisces is mutable water. So your emotions are all over the place. You're sensing a whole bunch of different things. And you feel like they may be wrong, especially because Neptune is retrograde. You are like getting signs, but you're not even sure if you're really getting signs like that. It's just really, really confusing. This is just telling you that this is a practical, even though it sounds crazy, this is kind of showing the practical steps you have to take to have soul ascension, to grow spiritually. Okay, so it may seem crazy and out of whack. Is because we're talking about Pisces and Neptune here, but this is actually practical in the unknown world, practical in the universal consciousness. Okay, and so with that being said, yeah, it's confusing, but this is actually step by step what you're supposed to be going through for that soul ascension, okay? So don't be too worried. This also can tell you, too, that connecting with universe and God and all that um, may get you to learn more steps on how to get more financial success, okay? All right, so I can definitely see why you got this card because you are definitely doing some reflecting. You definitely received some money, got some opportunities here. May even had a new love, right? And may be scared to be emotionally vulnerable with this new love and holding your defense up, right? But you're learning about new love here too, and you're really feeling yourself. And within the relationship, it makes you happy, especially the Ace of Cups in the fifth house. But you're kind of also going through, okay, I got this money, I got this relationship, where do I go from here? How do I continue to get this? How can I keep this going, right? And so you're doing a lot of reflecting here because whatever that's happening in August, this is karmic. This is what's supposed to happen. It's a soulmate situation. It may not be a soulmate person, but it's a soulmate karmic situation that's supposed to happen to you, that's supposed to be connected to you, that you're supposed to be bonded with spiritually, because situations are energy too, just like our souls are. All right. So, with that being said, what I'm gonna do is stop this here and do the extended reading. Now, if you are interested in extended reading, you can be a Patreon friend of mine. I have the link down below. I believe the extended reading, folks, you have to pay $10 a month to get the extended reading. And if you just want this month extended reading because it's resonated with you, you can definitely just get the $10 this month, right? And then switch the tiers up to $2 so you don't have to pay that much a month for the readings unless you really want it, okay? Um, but yeah, to get the extended readings, you'll have to go to Patreon, and my link is down below. All my other information is down below too, such as my social media. Also, I have an Etsy shop. That link is down below. And also, I have a podcast called My Bed and Astrology. I finished the first season up. I'm waiting for the second season. I can't give you an exact date, and the reason why I had to make it a season two, instead of like continuously going, is because the Anchor, which where I do my podcast, they're having a little glitch right now, so I can't the things that I usually do with my podcast, I can't do it. Okay. Um, but with that being said, I'm going to continue with the extended reading. If you're interested, click down below for the Patreon link. It's $10. And if you want to switch off so you won't get charged monthly, then you can switch off. So you can just get this reading. And that's if it resonates with you, okay? All right, loves. Peace.